Okay, but for TV and I was on like no commenting no share money say then nya bi ahwe na elections are here to ya to awie bibia I Dr. Mamba me consider defeat obia okruma nim say aware he's a gentleman Ghana for nyina say Ghana for nyina apenase because of that particular actor wakwa na after say this for winning elections no and then omo ye okruma nim say there na ye for say oh omo winning elections am we election no and ye koye ma we ni awie mo parliamentary seat manya bebre like you are in a comfortable lead mo anam is it kuro ne de amam ye de kuro na mamon so a atutura asem nko no mo ye okroma o aya waso not omakọ eyi e feze municipal officer omako lutu honom bi mo sese fridge ni tv ne like omo lutu niema warehouse e wo honom enya asem kutu o na eyi esire mo so a omo lutu ayi officer eye free searches for aduane gu na manfo sese oh like NDC for crowd so a just say intimi tira command say fa sundue ntra intimi fa sundue ntra kro omo for opportunity multimedia for na omuntwa o graphic designs na so atiase o video animation so hi branding bia opebia hi remote company etino unye job contact na ofre o ma bibia opebia ba yeden obetwa no yeden no wa ye ne kama no yeden o de asend no kama bia wo wi asafa na nyina no the hands of the contact no so atiase obe bibia ama kama just a phone call away obe bibia so wi asisi and bibia yeden internet abef so to we bibia remotely so na fast we nye tumrika ebra office na be no ono abe bibia so wa bruti kra be print no ayeden wa send the amount DHL or any bibia remotely kama and we know right at your home no ayeden wa bo aduma na ede ama for ye kone kora de asi e wo aya also not from there you are near kosirim akwa de omo ye ho and this for dom ye okroma nim say ni nyu enye ba kusi oba woni enkoni nkuti TV fridge no be aswade cause anu hwe and go asem say hwe and real funny thing omani ajenso no mu yo like they are so happy doing these things enti ye de kuro ni mamu no say no afi na de mamu right enti say see ye de kuro na mamu no bra mo bebo okuro enti we mu ntina mo kontokwa hunu ekunkum nkrofo for power we enti na oh this is serious hey iti amamu papa na Ghana for matter about mo no sa ne de mu zuro mu no mo ho de me say I tell you say Ghana for start no mo like just from a year mo no mo we no matter about mo mo maka ina so kwose bi we ha bibi ni pa dwene pa de hey e de na ku bibi ni trip
then look am Not for sell them, then for discount them and sell. I mean, like this, they say them for office work. Na mo meti mafa. Mo mutimi fa o. Yeah, mo nyam obi mbo mo sumo.
Tell me serious o. Pia we so di ko ni fie.
You be the fool.
Pia obi di moto.
Suna loot, but madam,
Mili chacha ase na me.
Washing machine da babe. Suna dokan. Can municipal na. I see when people. Enka ya kadoki de onande. Chale. I say you look for there. See. Big boy. Not the he said they come out with the compound top.
hey enti na mo ba mo ba be ni Ah, you're two about a new 1 week with the master team here. Just 2 days. 2 days. Oh, serious. Ghana for we there. You know. Like baby I kono baby I want to abana kono. See you. Baby Ghana for to abana kono see you.
View, and this is exactly.
This is Sremu deɛ no tamale deɛ no ne nkɔ how ankofo si so anuane bɔtɔ ɔmo di dwane sɛ ei every SSS for anuane no nti when am so ɔmo mente say na ewu kuruma no say na ɛwɔ ha
Exactly what they are doing, and in that warehouse you have vehicles. In there you have food items that have been stored by the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly. But these jubilant NDC supporters broke into the warehouse here, and they've made their way into the warehouse. So you can see some trucks packed in there, and they are making away with whatever they can lay their hands on. The police moved in earlier to try and control the situation, but unfortunately, it appears they've lost control. So earlier, we understand that and confirmed that there have been some shots that were fired here, but we do not have the information as to whether it was some civilians who were firing or the police who were firing. But at present, we have a large number of the jubilant youth of the NDC who are here. Some are wearing party colors, others are not, and we have the military now moving their car into the assembly warehouse to try as much as possible to calm the situation. So this is what is happening here within the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly, directly opposite the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly, and this is what is happening live opposite the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly. This is what is happening. Unfortunately, due to the rush, someone has crashed into the metal gate that is there. The military are inside. Now, the NDC supporters, the youth, are making their way out of the warehouse. So this is a warehouse that is meant for the assembly, where they are keeping vehicles, and a number of items here. Well, the military, well, they are resisting one way or the other. They are resisting, and still they are making their way out. Well, so what is happening? What is happening?
It is our property. But the government do to it as we to tell to all people in this country. But you refuse. You refuse and come to them.
So that is why you are taking it forcefully.
You are suffering a lot. You are suffering a lot. Let go. Let go.
What are they here to do?
Let go.
The military, what are they here to do? Pointing guns at innocent civilians. What happened in Ayawa? So we are not going to tolerate it.
So why are the people making their way into the building and carrying the
forces? So they should know better.
So tell me, what is happening? What caused this whole situation? Why are you
personal? You should rather ask them what they are doing here.
You are picking stuff from the warehouse, and that is what they are saying. So I'm asking you to tell me, relax. Yes, so who does it? You tell me, who does it belong to? Are you a resident here?
I cannot answer that question. So if the staff are here on illegal ways, we will also take them in any way they want to take it. They cannot do anything.
So you are taking it illegally. Is that what you are saying?
Illegally. Those properties belong to who? We are taking our properties.
Okay, so that is the counter argument some of the youth are making. They are saying that, well, if the staff of the assembly, okay, so now some gunshots being fired. The soldiers or the army or the military are trying as much as possible to calm the situation, but unfortunately, in that warehouse, now you see quite a number of equipment being packed here, but we do not really understand why they made their way in here, picking whatever items that they can turn their hands on. So some warning shots, one has been fired again, and the They are okay. So now they are throwing stones. So they are now throwing stones. They are outside and they are throwing stones. Some of them are trying to calm them. So you see, you saw they are throwing stones in there. So one has to be careful to ensure that he doesn't suffer any injury on the head. So that is what is currently happening here in the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly Warehouse. So that is one of the warehouse over there, and the youth are still there, forcefully trying to take out whatever they can lay their hands on. So that the military are trying as much as possible to contain the situation, but it appears it is escalating and getting out of hand. So it appears some reinforcement would have to be made. So some of them are still here and they are trying as much as possible to contain them. So I think that the situation, slow but sure, is getting under control, except that the youth are outside throwing stones. This is now what the situation is. The throwing of stones, I must say, may escalate the situation. Some of them are trying as much as possible to get their people out of the warehouse, but a few of them are still over there trying to get whatever they can lay their hands on. So that is some engagement there with the military officer together with his colleagues, who are trying as much as possible to, okay, so another stone has been thrown and the officer, if care is not taken, may fire. But the youth, some of them are trying to appeal to the military to be calm, not to also fire back, to rather escalate the situation.
You see, some of these things were being expected from the opposition as at the moment. Sisiano, enka, yeah, also mo yes, I am be saying no. MPP a Monaco opposition. MPP for no Monaco opposition na ye din to omo ba bi okroma nim say you. And this for no ma we ni aba no. And omo say this answer hunu we. Which means whether they win or they lose, omo say hunu na no ma wa use omo be di okroma. That is omo party no. Sa na omo tie omo suwa no. Enka we me say and MPP for na ka we ni ya o keja beto okroma o. MPP na we na sa aba we ya. Enka omo ye worse than this because Oma ban pokura aba no we do mo kire tezefa kuro ni mo no nye de omo pe a lawless party, a lawless people we mu na makofom to media so well in na yetia ayere so a match on best start here dey ukuru ma Ghana for the month cham and then this for so dey jomu this kedi no mo ya de ntia nche you start missing now the Dr. Mamuba Mia government you start missing them say them dey ekofo na the same thing e be say na ukuru ma yetia ebia ni na master tie fe wo mo no say MPP na we ni aba ka this will never happen ene omo for TV Ghana ja comment section me ba me ka mama